What's up everyone, welcome to this week's short tutorial. In this week's short tutorial, I'm going to show you how to match the color of subject to any background that you want with just using one adjustment layer, color balance. So without further ado, let's get into it. In our case, this is our subject and this is our background. So we will try to do our best to match the colors. As you can see, our background has a very greenish tint to it, and this is our subject. I have already masked out and selected the subject so that we don't have to waste any time. There is a huge difference between subject and our background. What we can do is we can create a color balance adjustment layer and clip it to this subject layer. In the color balance adjustment layer, in the tone part in here, we can see that it has three separate options: one for shadows, one for midtones, and one for highlights. We will start with the shadows. We can see that there is a slider to each color, and if we slide the colors to left, right, toward any color, Photoshop will add that color in the shadows. As you can see, if we slide it toward red, Photoshop will add red in the shadows. Or if we slide towards greens, Photoshop will add green in the shadow. Or same thing with cyan, magenta, and yellow. So we will examine the background. We can see that background has very greenish tint. So it has the color green in the shadows. Where is the green? Green is in the second slider. Slowly and gradually add some greens in the shadows of the subject. As you can see, it's already starting to match with the background. Using the I button, you can turn on and off the effect. Play with the other sliders to experiment with them. Let's see which one of them makes your photo looks much more uniform. Now for the midtones part, we can see that the midtones of our background is very grayish and it has slightly yellow color in it. So we will add some yellows and experiment with other sliders too. The next option is highlights, and in our subject, most of the skin tones are located in the highlights. So we will try to add some red to it, make sure it keeps its natural look. Just like that. We can see that the before and after of applying the color balance adjusting layer. You can see that it looks much more uniform, and same with the background. You can do the same thing and repeat the same process. Examine which colors are represented in your backgrounds, highlight, midtones, and shadows, and try to add them to your subject layer using the color balance. That was it for this week's short tutorial. I hope you have learned something from this video. If you got something out of this video, make sure to like and subscribe to my channel to don't miss any future short tutorials. Hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.